In the midst of an ordinary day, in a crowd of thousands, something small yet extraordinary was about to happen. Cristiano Ronaldo, the football legend known for his victories and records, was in a different environment, one that had no flashing lights or roaring stadiums. It was a quiet moment, an everyday event, yet it held the power to touch hearts. As Ronaldo moved through the crowd, his presence was unmistakable. People surged forward, eager to catch a glimpse, to shake his hand, or simply to witness greatness. But in that moment, something caught his eye. A young fan, struggling to navigate the bustling crowd. He wasn't just another fan, he was a boy with a disability, using a wheelchair to make his way through the masses. Despite the overwhelming attention, despite the constant barrage of fans and cameras, Ronaldo's gaze shifted, landing on the boy. For a split second, time seemed to stand still. It was as if the noise of the crowd faded into the background, and all that remained was the simple act of one human recognizing another's struggle. Was it a coincidence that Ronaldo noticed him? Or was it fate that brought them together in this quiet moment? The answer lies in what happened next, something far greater than just a famous athlete helping a fan. This moment would go on to spark a deeper reflection. What does it really mean to be a hero? The event was held in a large open space, buzzing with excitement. Crowds had gathered for a meet and greet with their idol, and Ronaldo's arrival was met with the usual chaos. Fans pushed and shouted, desperate for attention, eager to get a glimpse of the star who had won countless titles and became a symbol of excellence in football. But for Ronaldo, this was just another day in the life of a celebrity. His path was paved with flashing cameras, microphones, and the constant hum of admiration. However, amid all the adoration, he moved quietly, aware that beyond the fanfare, he was just a man among many. As he weaved through the crowd, something stood out to him, a small, quiet figure struggling at the edge of the crowd. A boy in a wheelchair, his face bright with hope, but his body trapped by the crowd's rush. The boy was doing his best to get closer, but every movement was hindered by the chaos around him. The staff tried to help, but the crowd was too dense, too eager. Ronaldo paused for a moment, noticing the struggle. The boy's attempts to maneuver his wheelchair through the masses were becoming more difficult by the second. But rather than continuing on his path, Ronaldo stopped. He didn't need to be told what to do. Without a second thought, he took a step towards the boy. His heart and actions aligned. It wasn't an act for the cameras, nor was it a grand gesture meant for show. It was just a simple human action, a decision to help. Without a word, Ronaldo approached the boy. There was no rush, no fanfare, just the genuine, quiet act of compassion. The world around them seemed to fade as Ronaldo crouched down beside the boy, placing a hand on his shoulder in a reassuring gesture. The boy's eyes lit up as he realized who was standing before him. Ronaldo didn't speak at first. Instead, he simply gave the boy a moment, an acknowledgement that this was his time, that he mattered. Ronaldo then gently guided the wheelchair through the crowd, moving slowly, ensuring the boy didn't feel overwhelmed by the chaos around them. It was as if time had slowed for them, creating a space where only their shared moment existed. As the boy's wheelchair cleared the crowd, a sense of calm seemed to settle over the scene. There was no applause, no cameras focusing on the moment, no "look at what I've done" attitude. Ronaldo simply continued his walk beside the boy, his actions speaking louder than words. The boy managed a smile that reflected more than gratitude. It was a smile that spoke of an experience, an interaction that would last far beyond this fleeting encounter. For Ronaldo, it was just another simple act, something that anyone could do. But for the boy, it was a memory that would stay with him forever. The crowd, still buzzing around them, began to notice the quiet exchange. Some were confused, others moved. The moment was pure, rough, and human. There were no grand gestures, no need for recognition. Just two people connecting in a world that often feels too fast and too loud. What happened in those few seconds wasn't about football or fame. It wasn't about winning or losing. It was about something far deeper: human connection. It was about seeing the other person, understanding their struggles, and offering kindness in a world that often rushes by without a second thought. As Ronaldo helped the boy, he wasn't just a football legend. In that moment, he was a human being, showing the world that greatness lies not just in what we achieve, but in the kindness we offer. Sometimes, it's the smallest gestures that carry the most weight. That brief encounter between Ronaldo and the boy wasn't about fame, it wasn't even about football. It was about showing that no matter how high someone rises in life, they never lose their ability to connect with another person on a deeply human level. In a world where we often focus on the big, flashy moments, it's easy to overlook the power of a simple act of kindness. But in that brief instant, Ronaldo showed that greatness is defined not by how much we take from the world, but by how much we give. The boy's life was changed not by meeting a superstar, but by experiencing the kindness of one. And for Ronaldo, this moment was just another reminder of the real power behind his success. The ability to make a difference, no matter how small the action, or how quiet the moment. As the event came to an end, the boy, still smiling, was escorted away with his family. Ronaldo continued with his schedule, unaware that this small act of kindness would reverberate far beyond the event. In the days that followed, news outlets covered the moment not with fanfare, but with a simple acknowledgement of the humanity behind the gesture. It became more than a news story. It became a reminder for all of us. Kindness doesn't need to be grand to make an impact. In a world where people often forget to stop and notice, moments like these serve as a powerful reminder. The real measure of greatness isn't in the trophies or accolades, it's in the small moments where we show up for each other. What makes a person truly great? Is it their records? Their fame? Their wealth? Or is it something deeper? Something more human? Ronaldo's act that day showed the world that true greatness is not just about what we achieve, but how we treat others. It's about using the platform. You have to do something that will outlast your career, something that will inspire others to be better, kinder, and more aware of the world around them. In the end, the most profound impact we can have on the world is through small, simple acts of kindness. And in those moments, we all have the chance to be great. Chuyen Ronaldo Ting Nh Danoi. If you found this story meaningful and inspiring, and you love Ronaldo as much as we do, leave a loving comment below, share your thoughts, and let us know how this moment touched you. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more heartwarming stories. And if you're a true Ronaldo fan, let's all shout "Sue" in the comments.